Which of the following must always be carried in the vehicle when transporting hazardous materials? A. The driver's medical certificate. B. The shipper's insurance details. C. The Emergency Response Guidebook, ERG. D. The driver's personal logbook. Answer, C. The ERG provides first responders with information on handling hazardous materials in case of an incident. It must always be readily available in the vehicle. A driver transporting hazardous materials must stop and check the tires every A. 50 miles. B. 100 miles. C. 150 miles. D. 200 miles. Answer, A. Because regulations require hazmat drivers to stop and check tires every 50 miles to quickly detect overheating or damage that could cause a fire or spill. If hazardous materials are leaking, the first action the driver should take is A. Call dispatch. B. Move the vehicle to a populated area. C. Stop and secure the vehicle. D. Attempt to fix the leak themselves. Answer, C. The driver must immediately stop and secure the vehicle to prevent further exposure or risk, and then call emergency services. Which placard color represents explosives? A. Red. B. White. C. Green. D. Orange. Answer, D. Orange placards are used for Class 1 explosives, signaling explosive hazards to responders and the public. Which of the following materials is classified as a Division 2.3 hazard? A. Flammable gas. B. Toxic gas. C. Corrosive liquid. D. Radioactive material. Answer, B. Division 2.3 refers to toxic gases, which are extremely dangerous if inhaled. When parked with hazardous materials, the driver must never A. Leave the vehicle without being properly attended. B. Park within 5 feet of a public roadway. C. Use wheel chocks. D. Keep shipping papers in the cab. Answer, A. Hazmat vehicles cannot be left unattended unless in an approved, safe parking area. What is the purpose of shipping papers in hazardous material transport? A. Proof of driver's compliance. B. Four-way station inspections only. C. Records for fuel tax. D. Provides emergency response details. Answer, D. Shipping papers list the hazardous material details, identification numbers, and emergency instructions for responders. Which of the following is a Class 6 hazardous material? A. Toxic substances. B. Corrosive substances. C. Flammable solids. D. Radioactive materials. Answer, A. Class 6 covers toxic and infectious substances that can cause harm if inhaled, swallowed, or absorbed. How far must a driver stop from a railroad crossing when hauling placarded hazardous materials? A. 5 to 15 feet. B. 10 to 20 feet. C. 15 to 50 feet. D. 25 to 75 feet. Answer, C. The law requires stopping 15 to 50 feet from the nearest rail when transporting hazmat to ensure safety. Which fire extinguisher rating is required on hazmat vehicles? A. 5 BC. B. 10 BC. C. 5 B. D. 20 BC. Answer, B. A minimum 10 BC fire extinguisher is required for hazardous material vehicles to handle multiple fire types. Which statement about placards is correct? A. Placards are optional if the load is under 200 pounds. B. Only the shipper is responsible for placarding. C. Placards can be handwritten if legible. D. Placards must be visible on all 4 sides. Answer, D. Placards must be posted on all 4 sides of the vehicle and be clear, durable, and visible. A hazmat driver must carry a written emergency response plan if transporting A. Any hazardous load. B. Hazardous waste. C. Only Division 1 explosives. D. Radioactive materials. Answer, B. A written contingency plan is required for hazardous waste shipments due to the higher risk involved. The hazard class for oxidizers is A. Class 4. B. Class 7. C. Class 5. D. Class 9. Answer, C. Oxidizers and organic peroxides fall under Class 5 and can greatly accelerate combustion. A placard with a skull and crossbones symbol indicates A. Poisonous substances. B. Flammable liquids. C. Infectious substances. D. Corrosive materials. Answer, A. The skull and crossbones symbol indicates poisonous or toxic substances. If transporting hazardous materials in a vehicle without a trailer, where must the shipping papers be kept? A. On the driver's seat when outside the vehicle. B. In the glove box at all times. C. With the load in the back. D. In the driver's wallet. Answer, A. Papers must be accessible and visible, typically on the driver's seat or in a door pouch when the driver is away. Which hazard class is associated with radioactive materials? A. Class 6. B. Class 7. C. Class 8. D. Class 9. Answer, B. Class 7 is for radioactive substances, which require special handling and labeling. The correct way to load packages containing hazardous materials is to A. Load them randomly for space efficiency. B. Separate them according to compatibility charts. C. Place heavy items on top of lighter ones. D. Store them near vehicle doors for easy access. Answer, B. Hazardous materials must be segregated based on compatibility charts to avoid dangerous reactions. What does the dangerous placard indicate? A. Mixed load of hazardous materials. B. Radioactive load. C. Explosives only. D. Materials under 500 pounds. Answer, A. The dangerous placard is used for mixed loads of hazardous materials that don't require specific placards. If transporting explosives, a driver must avoid A. Fuel stations. B. Tunnels and restricted routes. C. Interstate highways. D. Rest areas. Answer, B. Explosives cannot be transported through tunnels, heavily populated areas, or other restricted routes. The hazard class for flammable liquids is A. Class 2. B. Class 3. C. Class 4. D. Class 5. Answer, B. Class 3 covers flammable liquids like gasoline, ethanol, and acetone. If a placard falls off during transport, the driver should A. Continue to the next stop. B. Write the hazard class number on paper and tape it. C. Call the shipper for instructions. D. Replace it immediately before moving. Answer, D. Placards must be in place at all times, the driver must not continue until it is replaced. Which hazardous class includes infectious substances? A. Class 5. B. Class 6. C. Class 7. D. Class 9. Answer, B. Infectious substances are categorized under Class 6 due to their potential to spread disease. The inhalation hazard label is most often required on A. Radioactive isotopes. B. Flammable solids. C. Toxic gases or vapors. D. Corrosive liquids. Answer, C. Inhalation hazard labels are used for materials that produce toxic gases or vapors. Drivers must never smoke within how many feet of a vehicle containing explosives? A. 15 feet. B. 20 feet. C. 25 feet. D. 50 feet. Answer, D. Federal regulations prohibit smoking within 50 feet of a vehicle transporting explosives. What is the hazard class of dry ice? A. Class 2. B. Class 4. C. Class 6. D. Class 9. Answer, D. Dry ice is classified under Class 9 miscellaneous hazards because it releases carbon dioxide gas. What should a driver do if they cannot read the shipping papers clearly? A. Guess the contents. B. Ask for a new manifest. C. Refuse the load until corrected. D. Call the DOT hotline. Answer, C. The driver must refuse the shipment until the papers are legible and accurate. Which of the following requires a corrosive placard? A. Ammonia solution. B. Nitric acid. C. Gasoline. D. Compressed oxygen. Answer, B. Corrosive placards are required for strong acids or bases like nitric acid that can destroy human tissue. What is the maximum speed when driving through a curve with hazardous materials? A. Posted speed limit. B. 10 miles per hour over posted limit. C. 5 miles per hour under posted limit. D. Based on safe handling and stability. Answer, D. Hazmat drivers must adjust speed according to load stability, road conditions, and safety, not just posted limits. Which DOT hazard class is assigned to blasting agents? A. Class 1.5. B. Class 2.1. C. Class 4.3. D. Class 7.1. Answer, A. Class 1.5 blasting agents are a subdivision of explosives requiring careful handling. What should be done before opening the trailer containing hazardous materials after transport? A. Open doors quickly for ventilation. B. Stand to the side when opening. C. Use a crowbar to force the lock. D. Wait for emergency responders. Answer, B. The driver must stand aside when opening to avoid direct exposure to vapors or spills that may escape.